You. Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. If you aren't subscribed, please do. And when you do, by all means, please tap on the little notification bell symbol so that you'll be notified whenever we come up with a new video. Okay, this is not one of my most important or informative videos. What this is one that I wanted to show because I got a bunch of questions on painting. I showed painting. Actually, I think I painted in the driveway and baked stuff in the oven, and I don't think it was understood that well, so I wanted to bring it up again quickly. This is the same pair of cylinders and heads that I showed in the last video. These are going in for their work. These guys do beautiful work, and they told me to paint them before I take them to them. I think probably because it wouldn't be nice if I painted them and then baked them with new seals in them and everything else. That's not probably what I should do. The point I'm getting at is that I got a comment from one of our regular viewers. This guy's a good guy, and he is a fine artist. And he wrote in and he said, "Why do you bake these parts? When you paint something, it dries, and when it dries, the solvents that are in it evaporate. After that, it's dry." My answer to him was that I'm not a chemist and I'm really not sure why this works, but a baked-on finish is very hard. From the time that I was a little boy and I got my Schwinn Corvette and it had a baked-on finish, I realized how much tougher a baked-on finish is. Why, I'm not sure, but I know that it is. So I blasted all these parts, I painted these parts, I baked them in the oven. Now, I tried to be more specific on this job so that I could explain what I did and how it came out. I heated these parts up in the oven for about half an hour at 250 degrees. I took them out, I loaded the paint on them, and I put them back in the oven, same temperature, and cooked them for an hour. The finish that is on them is really nice. It's really durable. I know it's hard. I masked all of these parts. I've done this a bunch of times, but I never thought about how to put it together in words. I masked the parts, the gasket surfaces. I put the parts in the oven, I bake them for half an hour. I take them out and I paint those parts. As I'm putting them back into the oven, I pull the masking tape off so that it doesn't bake on and leave me a mess that I have to scrub off later. In other words, these parts are sitting there unmasked, freshly painted in the oven for an hour. Now, it makes it hard to handle them. I mean, there's all different things you have to do to hold on to them without getting your hands in paint or anything like that. But I'd have to say they're really nice. And my buddy Jim is going to love them. And they'll go to the machine shop like this, and they'll come back looking like this, except for all the internal work that we'll be showing off. But I painted the cylinders, I painted the heads. Like I said, I just spray it on until it's just about pouring off of them. And when it heats up real good, all that stuff evens out perfectly and makes it look like a real pro laid this perfect paint job on. And all it is Mike and his spray can putting it on there, okay? And that's what I did. I used high temperature black semi-gloss paint. It was a spray can that would work in any direction, which was really nice, so I could turn the can. What I usually do with things like heads and cylinders is I do them upside down first and get into the fins real well on one side. Then I turn them over and do the same thing again. Okay, so I hope I've explained it well. And to the guy that wrote me and said, just let it dry, I said, try it, Because I got a feeling he's doing some beautiful work. Actually, I saw some pictures of things he did. He does beautiful work. So, that's about all I have to say about it. I just wanted to explain once again how I do these paint jobs. And I can't. That's about it. Cameraman's trying to tell me something, and I'm not sure what it is. Mike, would you tell me what it is?
Happy New Year.
Oh, Mike's wanting to wish everybody a Happy New Year. So am I. I hope everyone's year is better than it's ever been, let alone better than 2020. So I'm wishing everyone a wonderful New Year. We are wishing everyone a wonderful New Year. So I hope that cleared up any questions on the paint. Okay? So I'll see you out on the road.